Hi, my name is Nina O'Leary, and I am a junior here at Stout studying business administration and emphasizing in sales and marketing. I will now begin my presentation on the importance of communication in the marketing field and the different styles used from day to day. I conducted an interview with Trisha Gregory, the marketing director at Wagner Spray Tech in Plymouth, Minnesota. Trisha has been my mentor since I began taking business courses here at Stout. On top of this, she was also my boss at Wagner while I worked on her marketing team as a marketing intern this past summer. Trisha is very knowledgeable and has worked with many well-known companies on their marketing teams. Trisha and I met face-to-face as I interviewed her on communication. For Trisha, email communication is vital. Wagner is an international company with offices all over the world. Trisha needs to be able to communicate with her counterparts over in Germany at any given time, and they find through the language barrier and the time difference, it is easiest to communicate with others via email. Emails are also a great mean of communication because you have documentation of the conversations and can look back at it as a reference. Emails can range between quick notes to Trisha's coworkers to a formal email to the president of the company. When writing a professional email, the president of the company is very serious about proper grammar and will not respond if there are noticeable errors. Greg, the president, holds all the employees to high standards as he expects there are appropriate subject lines giving a preview of what the email will be about, the importance, so it is known what level of importance the email is held at, and he'd also like to know if there are meeting requests in the email. Lastly, the email should be to the point and not filled with unimportant information. Trisha and I also discussed face-to-face meetings. They are also used very frequently at Wagner as a means of communication. Once a month, the marketing team has a meeting where they update one another with the projects they are working on currently. In addition, Trisha's schedule is jammed-packed with meetings throughout the day. Meetings are a great way to communicate and can clear the air of any confusion immediately throughout discussing any questions and concerns one may have. Some of the downsides to a face-to-face meeting is it is easy to get off topic and discuss unrelated things to the original plan. However, face-to-face meetings are also important because it's a good way to communicate and allows you to read nonverbal cues. Next, we talked about presentations. Presentations are given from time to time at Wagner. The marketing team might meet up with other branches of the company, such as sales, when they are beginning a new project in which they will create a presentation to give. Over the summer, there was a huge promotional project we were assigned with the Flexio line. Throughout this project, we met with 6Speed, a secondary company we use when creating video footage, and during this meeting, we were presented with a project plan. I thought this was a great way to go about the meeting because we could stop on each slide and discuss what we liked, what we didn't like, and any questions we had. And by the end of the meeting, we had a good idea of what we were working with. Presentations can easily get cluttered, and Trisha's one suggestion was that the imagery to word count ratio be 75% images and 25% word. Reports are great because you can go in great depth over a number of different topics. At Wagner, they do quarterly reports where the entire Plymouth branch meets and discusses how the company is doing, any projects that are taking place or will be taking place in the future, and an update on what the company is projecting for the remainder of the year. In reports, there should be plenty of evidence backing up your information. Here it is a great idea to have stats, charts, and any analytics. Being in marketing, Trisha has taught me the numbers never lie. The numbers show what is being done well and the areas of improvement. These are obviously important in this career path because we base everything we do off of how the consumer reacts. Phone calls are another great mean of communication that Trisha uses on a daily basis. Marketers work with a number of different companies in order to create ads or different marketing products. Phone calls are nice because typically you can get to the point immediately and have a response right away. Phone callers are also nice because they can connect people without them being in the room together. Many companies are now using phones for conference calls where you are able to call a number of people at once and have a meeting as if you were all together. In conclusion, I learned a ton about communication in the marketing field by conducting this interview with Trisha. I did not realize how many different types of communications there are, and now pay closer attention to my grammar in emails and my body language in meetings.